All right, you guys, part 13. I'm getting a little discombobulated because my phone is absolutely blowing up. So I think I'm messing up a little bit on the parts. I believe this is part 13. I also noticed the last couple seconds of the last video didn't, you can't hear me. So when I sent my kid upstairs to confront him about his lack of enthusiasm, he looked at me and I said, "What the fuck was that?" Because I don't care, and I don't care how that sounds. I don't care what is going on with you. When it comes to these moments, you fake it. You fake it. I am. Don't you dare take away these moments for these kids. This is monumental. This will never happen to him again. But I say, what was that? He looks at me deadpan and says, "What do you want me to do, Rachel? Throw him a parade?" I'll never forget that as long as I live. These moments where the boys are involved, that's what I want you all to know about him. Because when he's not putting on a facade, that's who he is. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. And he never has. Because it wouldn't be possible. It wouldn't be possible. Imagine. And he's doing it again. He's doing it again. Someone that you don't know, you have convinced that, and someone who doesn't know you, you have convinced another woman that you're so fantastic, right? That you'll love and care and take care of your children and be a part of their lives. After, it is vile. Because when Andrew stopped pretending to care about me, right? And make no mistake, he was pretending. All of a sudden, he doesn't care about the boys either. Isn't that crazy? How could your wife and your kids, the love of your life and your kids, how could you just one day stop caring about them? It's not possible. It's not possible to one day stop caring about them. The answer is you didn't care about them to begin with. It was all performative. Because for him, having a wife and kids and, that's a societal expectation. And what is the only thing on earth that Andrew Anderson cares about? Perception. He will put all of his energy into pretending to be a good person instead of actually just being a good person. And Andrew Anderson is the nice guy, right? Not a good man, but he's a nice guy. What's the difference? A good man has integrity. A good man is someone worthy of trust and loyalty and, and he perpetuates these things. Andrew Anderson is a succubus. And he will take all from you, right? He will take it from you. He'll never give it, but he will take it. And he will say whatever he thinks. He has spent his life trying to put together this persona of the good guy, right? The good man. But instead he's a nice guy. Nice guys do things for the benefit of themselves because it makes them feel good about themselves, because otherwise they're empty, right? They're empty. So when I'm doing these things for you, it's not because I care for you. It's because I want you to go, wow, I get something from that, right? That fills me. That fills my cup. Because the minute, and honey, I mean the minute that he stopped pretending to care about me, the love of his life, right down to the smallest things, he immediately stopped doing. Things like, I would go to work at 4 a.m., which means that I'm leaving the house at 3:30. We're going to park your car in the garage because I don't want you to be outside at 3:30 in the morning where it's dark and you have no idea how much I worry about your safety, and all this. And then literally the second that he stops pretending that he cares about his wife, does he give a shit thereafter if her car is parked in the garage? No. Does he care about making sure that, anything is taken care of to take a little bit of the load? No, absolutely not. Right down to the teeny tiny, insignificant things. It is, anyway. So I remember saying, regardless of what is going on with you, I am carrying on for these kids. It is our job to make sure that they know that they can depend on the both of us. Now, they've not been able to depend on both of us for a long time. It's just been me. But he's no longer even saying, yeah, of course they can, he's not even saying it anymore. So in that moment, when he said, what do you want me to do, throw him a parade? That was another light bulb for me. So, as I said previously, I spend all of March and all of April really just consumed. I mean, I'm in this horrific depression, but I can't stop. I still have to get up and go to work every day. I still have to make sure, I don't have time to pause. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. And what I think is particularly cruel about all of this looking back is that I was wasting, because it was a waste of my time, being in marriage therapy because my husband had no intention of fixing our marriage or being accountable for anything. He took that time away from, that was time wasted. So we finally get to a point. We go 7 or 8 times. Nothing is being accomplished. Absolutely nothing. And the last time that we go, one of the things that my husband absolutely hates about me, it turns out there's a really long list, but one of the things my husband absolutely hates about me is my intelligence. He doesn't like to learn, or he doesn't like to learn, and I do. I love learning about anything that I can. I love to learn. So as I'm looking into, as it pertains to our marriage therapy, and I find out, example, that he is a dismissive avoidant, and I have an anxious attachment style. I try to talk to him about this stuff. He completely blows me off. So right before our last session, I remember I had confronted him I was like, hey, listen, you do these things or say these things, that's called weaponized incompetence. You do or say this, or that is called this. And he's like, Rachel, you're not a professional. You can't diagnose me with these things. So what happens on our last session? Our therapist says to him exactly what I've been saying. He's a lot more eloquent. Example, I would say, you're lying about this. And our marriage therapist would say, Rachel believes that you're being disingenuous. And I agree with her, right? Things like that. So our marriage therapist confronts him with everything that I had been saying months, years leading up to this. An actual professional says. And he gets up and storms out and then cancels all of our appointments moving forward immediately. I'm done with this. He says, I'm done with this.